Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today we are going to be playing against tournament champion Byter, and we are going to be playing the World Domination team, the setup with the Bounty Hunter and Arbalist in the back, and the two stunners in the front line, Crusader and Abomination, just to absolutely assert dominance. And Byter here is going to be playing what I think is also a Mark team, but quite a different one, so it looks like kind of a Mark team. Well, it's definitely a Vessel Mark team, but it has a Highman, so it's quite suspicious in its setup. It has quite a suspicious setup. Now, I could go for a pull to prevent that Arbalist from shooting me, and that is an idea. That is an idea I could go for. But honestly, since he has that Snuff, I'm not too sure that's the best idea, so I'm just gonna drop a Holy Lance on that. Who should I go for? Let's go for the Arbalist. We do 13 damage. 13 damage, kind of reduced by the 5% protection, but yeah, this is quite an interesting matchup because it's going to be Mark versus Mark, right? So you can kind of imagine how it's going to go. It's going to be dependent on crits and not crits and all that. I'm going to go for a pull on that Arbalist, 45% chance of getting it. We do get it, which is quite nice, but now what's going to happen here is a lot is going to be decided on what this Harriman actually does here, because if he gets a good duelist advance, 11 damage, not too bad. Yeah, if he had gotten something a little bigger than that, we would be in a lot of trouble, honestly. Now this Abomination is going to go for a stun on the Arbalist, we're going to roll for 6 damage, which isn't too bad. He does go first each and every round, which I absolutely detest, but I'm just going to have to deal with that being in existence here, because I really don't like that he goes first every round, but I mean, what can you do? That's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. He's gonna go uppercut on my Crusader. That's gonna push me to the back. That's gonna daze me as well. I can't go Bolo because he would just have that riposte go straight into me. So what do I want to go for here? I could move back 2 positions with the Arbalist. There is a possibility. There is a possibility. That would put me out of harm's way for a while at least. That is what I'm gonna go for. It's kind of an interesting move, you know, just to move back to position with the Arbalist, and she's not marked anymore. So honestly, that's not too bad. That's not too bad of a move here. Keep in mind that the Vestal has Idol of Purity and the crit, so whatever I do, she's gonna heal for 20 for this round. So I have to be quite careful with that. Quite careful. So what's the difference between running Exotic Snuff and Piercing Quarrel? Because that's like the major difference that's going on right here. Well, the biggest difference is that Piercing Quarrel is going to have a much better time against protection teams, while Exotic Snuff is going to have a much better time against smart teams because she's going to get pulled, but against teams that actually have a lot of protection, this Arbalist is going to have a hard time because she just can't break through. So what should I go for here, though? That is the question. Should I drop a Caltrops? Should I go for a finish him to do some damage? Should I just click the stun? I'm honestly just gonna click that stun, even though it's kind of a weird move, you know, just clicking the stun. That's what I'm gonna go for. Just wait a little bit, see what my opponent wants to do. He's gonna go for a sniper shot, gets a crit. It isn't enough. It isn't enough though, so that's quite lucky that he didn't actually roll for enough. He goes first next round, which once again, I absolutely hate, because I'm gonna go. Oh my god. 93% hit chance. Well, no comments. He's gonna go for a Vendetta. He's gonna do just enough damage, which means I'm gonna have to go for a heal after that. How do I'm not gonna talk about it. How do I miss a 93% finish him on an Arbalist? It just... Yeah, I have no idea. I have no clue. And he gets the crit as well, even though he doesn't have the Piercing Quarrel, so he doesn't have any extra crit chance, but... Yeah, well, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. He's gonna go for a sniper shot. I'm just gonna heal that with the Arbalist, and it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be totally chill, so this is still a decent situation for me, you know, all things considered. I am just gonna heal myself. He's probably gonna go for a pull with the Bounty Hunter, which is definitely gonna be a good move if he goes for that. It's what I'd go for. I'm not sure if that's what he's gonna go for. He's actually just gonna go for a stun on my Crusader, which is definitely gonna prevent some of my damage from coming through. However, my man, you might have just done the greatest mistake of your lives, because you just used both your healing characters and I have a rage. I don't roll for enough. I don't roll for enough on that arbalist. I can't punish him. I mean, this is like the second match we're doing. He did a couple of minor mistakes last match, and I rolled for 25% death blows. I rolled for 40% death blows. I just failed those because he just did something so risky. He just used both his healing characters, and I have an Abomination position 1 which can transform and go rage. But unfortunately, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I'm so sad that it doesn't. But that's just what I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm gonna have to click that stun. I mean, I do resist that 75% chance of getting pulled, so that is quite nice. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. That is actually, what do you call it? That is a riposte gone, so I could drop a caltrips here, but I'd rather drop this. I do 2 damage, which I'm happy about. You know, there's that at least. At least I roll for 2 instead of rolling for 1. So I'm not like complaining out of my mind here. He's gonna go for a battlefield bandage right now. Oh, do I do 6 damage with the A-bomb? With the manacles, do I do 6 damage? Oh, I don't think 7 actually. No, I don't do 7. Not against the protection. I'm gonna have to go for a rage, unfortunately, because I don't do 7. I would love to do 7, but I just know that I don't. Right now he has 2 choices. Either he goes for a heal, which is a misplay, or he goes for a pull on my arbalist. Oh my god. He gets a crit heal for 30. Come on, arbalist, don't let me down. I hate the Butcher Circus so much. Oh, why do you do this to me? He's gonna go for the list advance. Please don't do enough damage. Okay, that's not enough damage. Oh, my heart is just, it's all over the damn place. I mean, I am gonna get that Holy Lance on the Arbalist, and right now his only saving grace is if he goes for a pull on my own Arbalist. He goes for a caltrips here. I'm gonna have to disagree with that move. Honestly, I'm gonna have to disagree with that move. Even though I do love caltrips as an ability, at this point, he has to save the Arbalist, because if you let the World Domination team get a character advantage, my man, you're in the bad spot. If you let this team with 2 stunning characters and 3 healing characters, I mean, kind of 3 healing characters, Abomination heals himself. If you let this kind of team get a character advantage on you, oh no, you're doing something wrong. You can't let that happen. You 100% can't let that happen. I'm gonna go with this Abomination. I'm gonna go for a slam on that bounty hunter just to yeet him to the back. Hopefully that works. It does work. He is just gonna respond with a come hither most likely, or maybe a move forward. I'm not too sure, but yeah, there is gonna be a come hither coming down. Yeah, that's gonna fail actually. That's quite good for us that it fails. He is still gonna keep that riposte. I am gonna have to go for a heal on the bounty hunter, so I'm just gonna eat that stun. Honestly, I don't care. I just eat that stun, and he's gonna go for a point-blank shot. Hopefully no crit. Yeah, that is not a crit. No crit means Shepard is happy. I'm not forced to go for the action here and then the heal. I can go for a preemptive heal instead, just so I don't drop the Death Star and get those nasty debuffs, because as you saw already, I missed a 93% chance finish him. So if I do have those Nest or debuffs, I'm gonna be even more likely to miss the next ones. I could go for a mark, but I honestly feel like the Arbalist is gonna have to do some healing here because my characters are kind of low on HP. So I'm just gonna drop a finish him on that vessel. Look at this, the duality of the Butcher Circus. Sometimes you miss 93s, sometimes you crit and shave half of your opponent's HP. Yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue. He's gonna go for a duelist advance. Wow, look at that crit. Look at that crit, that does hurt. Does he have any character that can actually get a death blow? Yeah, he does, he does. He does have some death blow chance on me at this point. I am just gonna click this Crusader. I'm gonna go for a Rally to the Flame on that Bounty Hunter. Is this a desync? No, it isn't, fortunately for us. I'm just gonna do that because if I click the Arbalist right now, she's gonna drop to 0, so I can't let that happen if I want to win this match. And because if she does drop to 0, you know, there's a potential death blow. Like, you have to look at the come hither right now. It's only a 35% chance of getting a death blow, but you have to look at it as it's a 25% chance of winning the match. So right now he does go first next round. My safest play here is actually to just Oh shit, that was a misplay. That was kind of a oh no, it is kind of a misplay, honestly. That was kind of a misplay by me. Yeah, I thought that if I moved 2 positions forward, the Arbos would be in position 4. I misplayed horribly. But I'm gonna go for a pull on that Vestal. This is still fine, even though I misplayed quite a bit. I should have moved back. No, I should have stunned that Vestal, and then I should have moved 2 positions forward, and then I should have healed myself. I definitely misplayed here. If he gets that death blow, it's fair. It's honestly fair, because I misplayed. He goes for a Mace Bash for some unknown reason. I have no idea. I have no idea why he went for that move. I'm just gonna move 2 positions back here. I am potentially just gonna die. It's gonna be a 35% chance, but by then I should have done some damage to this vessel, because I am gonna go for a Rage here. But again, Rage just comes off short. I mean, Rage is a really high damage ability with a pretty high crit chance as well. It kind of saddens me to see it like come a little bit short, because it's definitely not as reliable as the Arbalest Sniper Shot in terms of those damage rolls and those crits, and also the accuracy, so I'm just kind of sad that's what comes down here. So he's gonna go for a pull, even though he doesn't have the finisher, he does get it, and he does get the pull as well. But this is still not too bad, because we're just gonna go de-transform here. Yeah, we're just gonna de-transform, we're gonna go for a stun on that Vestal, and the Vestal is dead, so that is quite nice. I unfortunately misplayed again, because I don't remember when the Arbalest died. I don't really remember the round. I have a feeling it was round 4. Might have been round 5 though, but yeah, it's still a little bit away. I honestly just don't want that Bounty Hunter to move to position 3. He's definitely going to go for a duelist advance here. You know, he can just go duelist advance point blank shot, because I don't want to heal. I want to move back with my Crusaders so I can go for finish him. He doesn't see it though. He's gonna go open vein. I'm gonna have to disagree with that move. He should have gone duelist advance and then into a point blank shot, but yeah, it is not easy to see all those moves, so I get to just move back with the Crusader here and go for a death blow. So unless I get a crit with this finish him, my Abomination should be safe. Usually when I say that I get a crit. Surprising I didn't get it today. Looks like there is justice in this world. So he's gonna go for 25% death blow chance now. It should have been a 55 if he had used that point blank shot, because it does have the extra death blow chance. He doesn't have a chance of just killing me at this point. So what do I go for here? This is actually quite weird, because I mean, if I go for a heal, it's not gonna do anything, because he has to heal himself anyway. But I can't really just... I definitely can't go come hither, I can't go Caltrops. Mark for Death is useless. Finish him is gonna eat a riposte, so I'm gonna have to go for quite a weird move. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm just gonna have to heal that Bounty Hunter here. It's such a weird play. He's gonna move 2 positions forwards. Okay, now I can go for the finish. I'm gonna do some 10 damage on that Bounty Hunter. Not bad, not bad. And I am just gonna heal myself here, obviously. You don't want to be at 0 HP in front of a Hireman with point blank shot and the Bounty Hunter would finish him. That is the last thing you want to do, guys. But right now the Abomination does count as a healer for himself, so since we have 2 healers and we do have 1 damage dealer, we are relatively fine here. That crit is totally unnecessary here, fortunately for us. I could go for a stun, but it's only a 70% chance, so I'd rather not. I'd rather just heal myself. Even with the 2 stun trinkets, it would only be an 85, and unfortunately I've seen those fail, so here the safer play is just to go Absolution. Plus, I doubt the Bounty Hunter actually does 13 damage. Actually, he might, because he does have the Heartseeker. The Heartseeker is a pretty good trinket to go for those damage rolls. I am just gonna drop a heal on this Bounty Hunter here, and then I'm just gonna keep applying some damage. So Byter, he was slowly but surely going down, because he doesn't have healers and I do. He rolls for 18 without a crit, and I roll for 18 with a crit. Though I'm gonna have to be honest, I think 18 is a max roll, considering even with the Heartseeker, because his base damage is like 7 to 14, so 18 has to be a max roll. He's gonna go for another finish him. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough to save you, buddy. That is not going to be enough to save you. My stun chance is still bad because he has that sturdy buckle. Annoying. But I can get to just go for a heal on this bounty hunter here. After that, he's just gonna go with Duelist Advance, and then I'm just gonna get a Death Blow, and it's gonna be all she wrote for Byter. So these kinds of matchups really are make or break, depending on those OE rounds. Because you can see, like, the first 4 rounds, it was Shep going all crazy, like, oh my god! And then the next 6 rounds is Shep being like, okay, I have to be careful I don't misplay and lose my lead. So that is kind of how this matchup goes. He doesn't actually have. This is an interesting situation. He can't actually hit position 3. Honestly, I'm gonna just go aggressive, even though this Abomination might die here. I'm just gonna go for this. Yeah, the Abomination is kind of going to be at the store here and potentially a target for that open vein, but I honestly don't care. As long as the Crusader and Bounty Hunter are alive, you can win a surprising amount of matches, because you have that healer and you have that finisher. So I don't really care all that much. I am still bleeding, so this is actually kind of annoying. I'm just going to click, I'm going to go Afflict, and then probably just going to heal myself, I'd say. Yeah, so definitely annoying that I have to go for that, because he still has that riposte. Oh no! Should I move back? I guess. Yeah, I guess I should move back. This is such a weird situation. Actually, I'm gonna go be Spile. If he wants to hit me, then he's gonna have to eat riposte. Yeah, I can't remember when the corpse went away, because I don't know what I'm doing today, guys. But I am gonna drop a heal here. I definitely don't want the Bounty Hunter to die. When did the Arbalest die? Was it round 7? Honestly, was it round 7? I have a feeling it was. Well, if it was round 7, he can just drop an open vein on my Bounty Hunter, but honestly it gets to a point where you snowball your lead so much, your opponent doesn't really have a chance anymore. So yeah, it was round 12. So he pretty much has a choice now. Does he want to go point blank shot for the kill, or does he want to go open vein for the kill? Both are nice, but he has to kill the finishing character. He doesn't get it, unfortunately for him. You know, it is a 25% chance. He's suffering those 25s now because I'm doing misplays, but I'm not getting punished for it, which I love. Which I absolutely love, because sometimes you just get a lead so big that you can afford those. And though right now, since I do have the Crusader, he wouldn't be able to retake the lead. It's just quite sad when the Butcher Circus doesn't let you take it back, but when it does, it can be quite nice. And it looks like he's bringing. Oh, I know this team. This is the Mike Field comp. I like this team. I haven't seen this in ages. Interesting that we actually go against it today, while we are playing the World Domination team. So this is kind of like damage without a mark and versus damage with a mark. So both are quite effective, though I'd have to say he has a pretty hard time against protection and stress teams, while I really don't. But in a damage versus damage matchup, that doesn't really matter too much, because we are both stunners, we both do a lot of damage, though I need Mark setup and he doesn't, but he does have that finale. So what should we go for first? I am gonna go for a stun on that Crusader. The hit chance is pretty much confirmed, I believe. Yeah, even with the extra dodge, the hit chance is confirmed, because I have that Retiaris net and the Manacles, and of course Brass Knuckles is just giving me enough stun chance, you know, just enough stun chance to stun that Crusader. He's gonna go for a stun on my Bounty Hunter. He has the Idol of Purity and not the Brass Knuckles, so that was really unfortunate for him. That was an 80% stun chance. I am sorry for you, my man, because that was unlucky. That was genuinely unlucky. I'm gonna go for a pull on that Vestal, just to move her to the front, and after that we are gonna have to hope to potentially get a stun on her, and then even go for a sniper shot, and once she's stunned, oh boy, we can start to snowball. He's gonna go Shadow Fate. Oh, smart plays, smart plays. So puts that Vestal safely in position 1, where I can't hit her. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, it puts her safely in position where I can't hit her with the Arbalest, and I don't really have any way of circumventing that. So I'm gonna have to go for a stun on her, which is still fine. We're gonna get that stun. Fortunately, we do get that 80% hit chance. Actually, I haven't explained the team too much. Well, obviously, the World Domination team is renowned for having the mark set up between the Bounty Hunter and the Arbalist, you know, just to do unreasonable amounts of damage. Yeah, half of the Crusader's HP without a mark, by the way, and without a crit. So it's renowned for that, and also having the really good death blow chance with the Crusader, with the Bounty Hunter. I mean, pretty much confirmed death blow chance, right, between the finish him and the finisher. And then it has 2 stun characters in the front line, you know, between the Crusader, which is just a solid character with that rally to the flame as well, and having the Abomination, which also has the potential to just transform and go for other moves with his transformation. So right now there are a few things I want to do. I kind of want to go for a double stun here, even though it's only a 70% chance. Yes, we get it. We get the double stun. Wonderful. After that, we get to just drop a sniper shot and potentially just drop a finish him and pretty much handle this Crusader, like manhandle this Crusader, honestly. This is kind of sad to see because he failed that early stun. I mean, I went first, right? I went first, so that meant that I managed to get the early stun on the Crusader, and then he failed the early stun on my Bounty Hunter, and then I just managed to do all of it, to do, you know, just pull stun and just pretty much put him in a world of pain. That's what I'd say, an absolute world of pain. Right now, there is kind of a situation here. I'm gonna have to go for a Transformation Rage instead of going for an Arbalist Sniper Shot. And why is that? Well, that Jester is going to be able to drop me to 0 potentially. I mean, I still have 11 HP. That was a really nice grid with the Flashing Daggers. You know, being stealth does mean your damage like goes up exponentially. He's actually going to go solo. He wants to get a finale. He wants to get a finale. Well, he only has 2 buffs, so he doesn't really have that much damage, honestly. I am actually just gonna make use of that mark while it exists. We get it. Oh no, we're gonna get 2 kills because we went first. Oh, that's 2 of his characters gone. This is just sad to see. You know, this is why mark teams are just so oppressive in the Butcher's Circus. Like, look at this. This is just, oh, this is sad. And when you go first as well, like, wow. Wow, this is outrageous. I mean, of course he's gonna get a finale on my Bounty Hunter, right? So I can pretty much say goodbye to my Bounty Hunter. He's gonna have, like, you know, 11 to 20 damage, I believe, but there's no way he doesn't get the kill. No, he's not gonna go for it. That's a misplay. He's gonna go for Flashing Daggers instead. He feels like he has to get a lucky death blow, but I'm never gonna let him. I'm gonna go for the Transform Manacles. I do have the extra accuracy from the net, so I could potentially just land it. It is a 61% chance, and we do get quite fortunate to actually land it, but Fortunate is my middle name. I am Shepherd Fortunate Doggy. And there is no justice in this role, this match. There is no justice for Byter. There is lots and lots of justice for me, obviously. I'm gonna go for... Oh yeah, see, that's not fair. 87% hit chance and we actually miss, even though we went last with the Arbalist to get that stabilizing Tiller accuracy. That is quite sad. He's gonna go for another Flashing Daggers. This time the Bounty Hunter finally drops to 0. Look at this, Crusader with 0 bleed resistance. Can you believe it? I'm just gonna heal that Bounty Hunter. I mean, if he wants to get a kill, he's gonna have to get it through Finale. That's all there is to it. I'm not gonna let him get a free kill. I'm not gonna go for a Stunning Blow because that's a chance of missing, and a Dark Stab would potentially, actually likely be a death blow on my Bounty Hunter, so that's not happening on my watch. That is not happening on my watch. I'm just gonna go for a heal on this Bounty Hunter because he can retake the tempo. If he gets a few lucky death blows, this match could go south like real fast, real fast. I am just gonna drop a Caltrops here, even though it looks like kind of a suspicious move, because when you have really high dodge characters and you can't hit them, well, sometimes just attritioning them away might be the safest play. Wow, that even rhymed. In Portuguese, we have a saying that if you rhyme without knowing, you are also loved without knowing. It doesn't sound that good in English, but it does sound good in Portuguese, so I felt like it would be not too bad of an idea to tell you guys that one. So, the Jester, does he want a finale? He's been dying to finale for the past like 2 rounds. Does he want to do it? Why did I go for a stun on a Grave Robber? Well, honestly, hit chances were better, and if he gets the finale off, I don't really care, because I do still have the character advantage, and if he gets a Dark Stab off, it's not gonna do... I get to just heal it pretty much. So, right now his dodge is down by Oh, his dodge is down horribly. Yeah, his dodge is totally down right now. So that's good for us. Unfortunately, he did get the bounty hunter, so I can say goodbye to my finishing blows, which is quite sad. Wow, 81 twice. 87, 81, 81, and the grave robber still lives. Jeez, he's gonna get a comeback. Like, wow, this is outrageous. This is actually outrageous. I'm liking it. I'm liking how outrageous this match is being, because that grave robber should pretty much be dead right now, but she's chilling. Well, who needs to heal more? I'm gonna go for you. Look at that, fishing for crits. That 4 stress heal. Now the characters are kind of like they're kind of like spreading the stress around. Yeah, that is just, how is the grave robber still alive? That is outrageous. But yeah, we're gonna focus on that gesture now. You know, the cantrips is still ticking, while I do still have a lot of healing characters, so he's still gonna have a pretty hard time winning this one. I can tell you that much. So he's gonna go for a flashing daggers. I do have a confirmed hit chance on that jester, so I don't really have to go for a heal immediately. I get to just drop this this stunning blow first. After that, I'm just gonna heal myself with the Crusader, which is the safest play, and then I'm gonna roll for a death on that jester. So no matter how much RNG Mr. Byter, Mr. Tournament Champion Byter gets, this is quite difficult to deal with, because the World Domination team really is that impressive. It really is that impressive. I mean, it just gets the damage, it just gets the crits, it just gets the stuns. It even gets like the versatility of the Abomination, being able to transform and go for slam, go for rage for that damage. I mean, it's just totally outrageous. You might be asking, Shep, if you like stuns that much, why don't you have both stun trinkets on the Abomination, or why don't you have his specific trinkets? Well, the thing is, guys, the Abom specific trinkets are actually kind of garbage. As weird as that sounds, because they only give him 15% move chance and 15% stun chance. And even though their other capabilities are decent, they are kind of focused on one specific niche. So the Spiked Chain, which is his stun trinket, is better for ranged abilities and blight, which doesn't help his transformation stance. And the chain that does the move chance only works for melee skills, so it's not that good at all for the manacles. So if you put them both together, you get more move chance. You get, if you put like the common trinkets together, you get more move chance, you get more stun chance, you get plus 10% overall damage, and you get plus 6 accuracy, which works for both transformed and non-transformed. And Abomination loves accuracy. He loves all the accuracy he can get. So I hope you guys enjoyed that match, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.